Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back. Oops, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. Oh, I was going to vlog in this kitchen. It's a bit of a mess. We've got some tidying up to do today. Not major, but a little bit. How are we all doing? How is everybody? I am dressed and ready for the day. Showered, dressed. I've walked Barney. I didn't want to say that too loud in case you thought we were going out again. And I'm fresh faced because I want to do, I've got some new in like PR makeup bits and bobs, so I thought we could do a little get ready with each other. Get ready with each other, get ready with me. And trying out some new bits and bobs that I've got. So, and then for the rest of the today, I'm not really sure what I've got planned. I do want to pop to Homesense at some point to have a little mooch. We've got some workmen in the house. So I might get out of their way and use that as an excuse to head to the shops. But firstly this morning, I'm just gonna make a tea. I've been loving my Dalesford peppermint tea, which I've just popped in a little glass jar. And look, we've already got only a few left. Can you even hear me from all the way back over there? I'm also an impatient tea drinker, so I always leave a little bit of room for some cold water so that I can drink it pretty much straight away. There we go. I am also very much in the habit of popping my like Stanley full of water with some electrolytes in every morning, just to help keep me hydrated. And something that I never thought that I would do, but I have started doing, is filling this up with the filter water from the fridge, which is cold, but then popping a bit of hot water in so that the water is room temperature. I read somewhere that it helps with digestion, it helps with your stomach, it's the most gentle on your stomach, which kind of makes sense if you think about it. To have really cold liquids in your stomach with food and stuff, it's probably harder to digest it than if it was kind of like more like room temperature. I never thought I'd do that, but I am that person that has now, I'm doing it for now, who knows, when summer comes around I might be filling it up with ice again, but anyway, for now that's been working for me. And also, speaking of gut health and supplements, especially the Epitome supplements, I'm still taking every single day, and I have done now for what feels like a really long time. So some of you regular viewers will have heard me talk about Epitome before. I'll just come in a bit closer so that you can see what they look like. But they are, firstly, how gorgeous is the branding? And not that I should be influenced by that kind of thing, but I definitely am. But the actual product itself is fab, and it is a symbiotic duo cap. You get 30 capsules, you take one per day. You can get them on a subscription, which works out better value for money. I also have a discount code which saves you even more money, so I'll leave all the information on that linked below. It looks like a well, it is a like capsule within a capsule. So essentially what that helps do is the 11 bacterial, clinically trialed bacterial strains that are within this, which help with your gut health. It helps reach your guts alive, and not only that, but it is also obviously far more convenient than other kind of like gut health products on the market, which are like more often than not liquid form, or like these are just perfect for travel. There's no need to like refrigerate these or anything. They're fab. Really, really impressed and really happy with them. And I first heard about these before I even tried them from Emily English, who is actually the founder. I follow a lot of her recipes. I'm the nutritionist. I've got a couple of her cookbooks, as you guys know, and some of her recipes are my favorite for, well, she's a nutritionist. It says it in the name, Em the nutritionist. Emily English, she is the founder of Epitome, so you know that you can just trust the fact that she knows what she's talking about. And when it comes to gut health, it not only affects your gut, which, might I add, I think it's like over 70% of us experience some kind of digestion struggles, whether that's bloating, gas, discomfort, bowel movements, like whatever it is. There's a lot of us out there, so there's a lot of you out there that I know that will be able to relate to this. But not only does it help with your gut health, but your gut is like it's like your second brain. It filters through to loads of different other areas. Skin especially. I know a lot of people I've seen, or in fact some of you have even messaged me about how your skin has improved. Say if you've got like eczema, dry skin, and you've had really bad struggles with that, simply by improving your gut health with a very convenient capsule a day like this, that kind of spreads to other areas and other factors. So skin, hair, nails, energy levels, all sorts. So yeah, I have been loving that, and I just wanted to mention that that code is still available for you guys. It's Freya10. You can get an extra 10% off. So make sure to take advantage of that whilst it's on. I have already taken my supplements for the day. I always do that first thing in the morning as soon as I come downstairs. And like I said, since then I've walked the dog, got showered, got ready for the day. Well, apart from makeup. So speaking of makeup, let's go head upstairs and do that now. Right, hair up. I've not really added any extra heat to my hair this time. I've washed it. You know, like sometimes, well, I find if I don't style it the first day, then I think what's the point in adding that extra heat, because I'm going to be washing it in another day or two. For now, it's fine on top of the head whilst we put on a little bit of makeup. So we've got some bits from Max Factor, a load of bits actually. We've got blushes, lip liners, brow products, mascara. Then Pixie have also sent over, oh perfect, primers. So we'll start with these. Primer and correction concentrate. And then from Estee Lauder, we've got some base products. The new double wear, the new Full of Life matte. Oh, interesting. One of my best friends got married recently. I was one of the bridesmaids, and we were all having our makeup done, and the makeup artist asked me how I like my makeup done. And where historically I would have always said like something dewy, hydrating, Full of Life type skin, I actually said a bit more like 90s matte finish. And she said, that's interesting you say that, because a lot of brands are now bringing out like matte base products. NARS has got a new foundation out that's more like matte. This, obviously the double wear, is saying the new Full of Life matte. So yeah, interesting that maybe makeup is going a bit more matte. Oh fab, look, we've even got the double tier. So we've got the new double wear foundation. I'm guessing that's in a couple of different shades. And then they've also sent over a pump to go with it, double wear Stay in Place concealer, little beauty blender, and a brush as well. I feel like brushes are one of those things that it's really nice to get given like as a gift at Christmas or whatever, because they can be pricey and they're not as exciting to buy, but they're really exciting to have a brand new one. That's how I find it anyway. I've also got this. We might finish off with this perfume for the day from Guess Iconic Sublime. So we'll give that a little sniff later. Right, let's go with then the Pixie by Petra Flawless and Poreless Primer, given that I was just saying a bit more of a matte finish. Oh, and excuse the fact that I've not had my nails done. Well, my nails aren't done. I need to do them, basically. But I'm actually having like a week or so off to improve the health of them, just to give them a week or two's break. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, it's kind of like got a slight colour to it almost. See how that would be a nice primer, potentially, given that it's a bit, not tacky, but like you feel like your makeup can grip to that. Bit of light from that direction with my ring light. Okay, double wear then. Right, what shades we've got? 2N1 and 1N1. I'm going to go with the 2N1. I tend to wear a BB cream, so I'm going to go light with the application. Yeah, that's a good colour match for me. So that one of the two, I would say, is definitely better. It's definitely a matte finish. I mean, it says it is, so what would I expect any different? No. But for me, I would say this, rather than like as an everyday foundation, for an occasion or an event where you want a bit more coverage, I've just done half and half so you can kind of see the difference there. So let's even it out. The only thing is, when you get a new brush, I feel like you have to use a bit more product because it soaks up a lot of the product initially, doesn't it? I did think this the other day. I don't know, did I say it on the vlog? I know I was speaking to the makeup artist that was doing my makeup at the wedding about it, but I can't remember if I told you guys or not how red flag of mine is I prefer my makeup brushes to have a bit of product in them. Like when I use freshly cleaned makeup brushes, once I've freshly washed them, they don't apply my makeup the same, and I actually don't like it as much. It's a bit like mascara. I prefer mascara that's like a month or so old, rather than fresh out of the well, I mean, I like it fresh and new, but it just, I feel like it's easier to apply once it's gone a little bit aged, a little bit drier. And they've sent this in the shade 1N, so the slightly lighter shade, which is good. So you can add a bit of brightness there. Really nice kind of like sponge applicator. And actually, again, that's a pretty good shade match for me. I don't think it's going to be too brightening at all. It's more good for coverage and for concealing any blemishes. Whenever I've been in this room looking out this window, I keep seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 nests that are just getting bigger and bigger, and I can see the birds coming down and swooping into our garden to pick up the twigs, to keep building their nests. There's 2 magpie nests that are doing amazing, so I feel like the magpies are great. And then the pigeon nest is hidden in the kind of like the evergreen fir tree, so it's hard to see how big that one is. But the pigeon was grafting yesterday. He was back and forth because I was sat outside for a bit with Barney. Barney was just on pigeon watch duty. He wasn't even chasing him, he was just letting him do his thing. We have had a couple of previous years, we've had a couple of baby birds that unfortunately fall and don't make it. Bird watching chat over, let's move on. So from Max Factor, I've been sent these 2000 calorie pop art cheek paints, they're called. Now the shades, I'm thinking these are going to be more blush, but the one closest to like a bronzer kind of shade is this one, and it is like a cream base, so I'm not sure. Let's just go in with a tiny bit of this and see if it'll work as a bronzer, if it works better as a blush. I've just put the tiniest amount because you never know with like cream based products, do you, how heavy handed to be. You can always add, you can't take away. Actually, do you know what, that's applying beautifully, and I'm only adding the tiniest amount just because I want to slowly build it up. So this is in the shade 30 Tone, this one's called. I'm gonna go with this one, 20 Bouncy. There's also 10 Pulse and 40 One and Done. Oh, One and Done I guess signifies the fact that you could just use this one. The same brush, or do I add a bit of pink to make the boys? Which one do I do? I think I want to add a bit of pink. I'm just going to go in a very light with this initially. Having the matte base and then going in with a cream is quite a nice way to add a bit of hydration back into your skin. Actually, that's really nice. It's not too... maybe a bit too much on my nose there. It's not too in your face, given that that looks like, whoa, it's really pretty. I really like that. Max Factor as well, so I'm guessing these are probably quite affordable. Oh, someone's at the door posting something through the letterbox. Sounds like they're struggling to make it fit. Micro marker pens. I'm either going to be blonde or brunette, I would say. Even the brunette looks quite warm tone though. Let's try the blonde and see how we go. Sometimes blonde is a bit too fair for me. Oh, okay. No, I feel like this shade might work. It's like a liquid eyeliner almost, but for your brows. The only thing with these is I worry that they dry out a bit too quickly, this kind of formula. And then they've also sent this brow lamination in clear. I'm guessing this is, yeah, just like a brow gel. Oh, I like this. This is good. That seems to really be sticking them up far more than my other one that I usually use does. So I think I'm going to enjoy this. Just add a bit of mascara, and they've sent this one in black brown, which I've already had this before and like it. So it's the Long Lash Era mascara that Max Factor do. and it's a good mascara. The guy's coming to do the alarms out for the house are due hit any second, so I'm hoping I'll be done in time. But mascara with and without. I'm so particular when it comes to my lip liners that I just feel like I might be better off sticking with a lip liner shade that I already know I love. Yeah, I just don't think these, I think they're probably too warm for me. I'll use my lip liner that I use, which is, I use one of two at the minute. Either Iconic Nude by Charlotte Tilbury, which is my favourite, or this one, Whirl, I also quite like. See how it's like my lips, but just a shade darker? The lip glaze in Cotton Candy, how pretty is that colour? It's so nice. Obviously it's pretty much like, it's a glaze, it's pretty much just a sheer gloss, but just that subtle, oh yeah, nice and glossy. Really nice formula, love that one. And there we have it, makeup done. Look at my greys coming through. Ooh, I feel like I want a little bit more. I want more greys so that I can get away with less hairdresser appointments, because it looks like a natural highlight. The more I have, when you just have like a few greys, it's more obvious, but I just want a little bit more. But anyway, this is my makeup for the day. I'll leave all of those links to those products down in the description box below if you were looking to try out some new products yourself and liked the look of anything that I tried out myself today. I forgot to show you a little first impressions of my new perfume as well. So this from Guess, it's very Tiffany in colour. Does it say the notes? Because I'm not very good at explaining them. The amber floral fragrance opens with top notes of mandarin, cardamom and aqua essence. The heart is a blend of floral bouquet, I'm getting the floral, that evolves into a creamy upcycled vanillin, sandalwood and amber base. I think as far as florals go, this is as close that I could get. No, that's too floral for me. Oh no! It is nice. Everything else about that is lovely. Do you know, like for a summery scent, that would be so nice if you like that floral feminine, but I think that might be a bit too floral for me. If anyone thinks that they might like this, pop me a message on Instagram and I'll send it to you. But appreciate that I have just opened it and tried it myself. It is nice, it is nice. I like the kind of like the mandarin and the cardamom. It's very like spicy and warm. But I do think it's probably just a bit too floral for me. Just grabbed my camera, we'll run to grab my camera because, whoa. Hello. Hello little doggy. Hello little doggy. What are the chances of this? Do you remember when I was filming then, I was saying, oh, there was a parcel being posted through the door. What are the chances of this arriving today? I had no idea this was coming, by the way, but I've seen on the front, let me just cover up my address, it says baked by Steph, and I was like, ooh, what's this? Oh, baked by Steph cookie. And it says, thanks for helping us celebrate Epitome's second birthday and for being part of our journey. We're so grateful to have you with us. Love, Emily and the Epitome team. And they've sent over a cookie, a little vanilla cookie. How cool is that design, by the way? Matching the little capsule pot and the actual capsule itself. Love that. What are the chances of the fact that I'm filming and working with them on today's video that arrived? So thanks to the Epitome team, because I know you're going to see this because I'm working with you on today's video, so thank you so much. That's going to be a nice little treat for me to enjoy later. But for now, let's head out to Homesense. Just ran into Costa. It's a bit later than I had anticipated them being out, so I've just grabbed a sandwich and a coffee, although the coffee, black Americano, that needs to cool down for a bit. So we'll have this sandwich. I am so hungry, it's now 1:30. I've gone for a tuna melt from Costa. I just food from cafes now, when all I do is compare it to Gales, and Gales is just elite when it comes to nice fresh food. Like, they have good coffee, but I mean, even, yeah, Costa coffee is not the best. It's alright, it's alright. Just depends on the barista you get. Thought it'd be easier to vlog in here than in the cafe, so I just thought I'd come back in the car. Plus it's nice and cozy and warm in here because I've had my heated seat on. It was a bit chilly when I set off. Yeah, but to be fair, the tuna melt that Costa do is pretty good. So yeah, the guys that were at the house for the our security system, they were doing like a security check. They ended up being there for longer than what I thought they'd be. I thought they'd be there for like half an hour to an hour is what they said, but there was a complication. They needed to reset something, which takes like an hour or two to reset. So I've literally 11, 12, 1, 2.5 hours before I've been able to get back out. So I was like so hungry. We have no food in the house. I need to do a food shop. So we're finally here. I've come to, sorry, my mouth is watering. Let me just have a bite. Warm tuna, so good. I have come to one of my favourite retail parks for anyone local or anyone who's interested in knowing where I go. The Homesense that is here, there's also a big TK Maxx if you like to look at the clothing as well. And the Marks and Spencer's is like a short 2-minute drive away. A big Marks and Spencer's as well, big Tesco's. It's Hanforth, it's called. It's near Wilmslow if you are local and wanted to know which one I come to. This, for me, I think is the best. Oh, this cushion's really pretty. It's got a lovely design on it for like this time of the year, spring, summer. $19.99. It's not really a choppable one, but yeah, beautiful colour. And they've got this set of 2 as well, which is really nice. What else have they got? Oh, they've got more of those ones as well. I also quite like these ones, very like rustic and a bit darker. $24.99 for a set of 2. And then these textured cushions are lovely as well. They're actually linen blend, $19.99. They're kind of like a small bolster size. Lots of blues, whites and lemons. Very summer appropriate, but if you're liking that blue and white crockery, $6.99, not too bad. These are quite pretty. Oil, vinegar, salt and pepper set. How much are these? $14.99. I've just realised they're William Morris as well. It's one of my favourite sections. The kind of like cake stands. They've got this marble Lazy Susan glass cake stand for just $6.99. This one's quite a pretty design. The edging on that is really nice. They are sorry, what does it say? $9.99 for that one. And then they've got these like shell ones, which I think for summer are really nice. Like summer dining outside. Little cake stand, display stand, $14.99. They also have more of the glass ones, but they've also got full solid marble ones, which are again $9.99. And then I already have this, which I love, at $9.99. I quite like the wooden base. So yeah, they've got those still in. I would love like a full set of these little goblets, $5.99, but I think there's just one. I can't seem to see any others annoyingly. Again, if you're a fan of the blue and white, these, they've got plenty of them, and they're actually reversible as well. I quite like the blue and white stripe, again like more nautical themed. An obligatory browse down the mug aisle. Let's see if I can spot any new ones that catch my eye. General store, groceries and provisions. Again, more of the blue and white theme if you like it. Lots more silverware coming in, I'm noticing, with the kitchen stuff as well. And how nice is this all glass bowl? It's only $9.99. It's kind of like a stand, but also a bowl. Like, would be really nice fruit bowl, but also could double up as a cake stand. I don't feel like I need it, but I do like that. They've got loads of new picnic bits out, again, appropriate for the coming warmer months, hopefully. If we get a nice summer, not too warm, you know me. Those glass straws are nice, again, if you're after the shabby chic blue and white. And then they've got loads of like melamine outdoor dining stuff, lots of colourful prints and patterns. And then these food covers are so handy. How much are they? $16.99 for those. Oh, I quite like this shell one.
keep seeing all these like mini tongs everywhere, which again are like good for dining and hosting with. I've got these gold ones at $6.99, or silver. The silver ones are actually a little shell pattern. They are $5.99. I really rate their pestle and mortars that they have. They've got some lovely ones. I've got like mini ones that I've got like this from here before. Love that colour. $6.99 that I have on our kitchen shelves, but then we've already got a really big one that I got from the antique shop, but that's kind of like a medium size, probably like a standard size, $14.99. And again, I love that colour. Good for summer hosting. And I saw someone recently, who was it? I think it was Laura Burns on Instagram. She was showing her lemon ginger tonic. I didn't even think, but obviously you could freeze them. And that's like a shot size, but you could have a load in the freezer and then just bring them out and add hot water to it. Keep seeing this shell pattern everywhere and being drawn to it, but they've got the Lazy Susans and then also these massive trays. We've got a couple of wooden ones this sort of size anyway. Oh, someone's left a little treat there, but they've got smaller ones as well. Oh, this is a really pretty pattern. $12.99 for the smaller size. I really like that. The shelves are looking pretty bare. I mean, I'm just in the pet section now, but quite a lot of the shelves are pretty bare. Oh, this is good for summer. One of these little spray mats, $8.99. Barney doesn't need anything, so we'll keep walking. Here's more of this shell kind of material, these little drawers. How much are they? $24.99. They've got a couple of these dark wooden caddies. They've actually got 3 of them that I really like. They are $59.99 and they are so similar. In fact, I think I even prefer these to some that I got from Zara Home. If you're a storage lover, like labelling everything up, these are quite good. These drawer pulls, maybe in an office. I've just seen these in the bathroom section. I actually saw that first for, again, anyone liking the blue and white, £4 little soap dish, but I've also seen these silver ones and they also are in the clearance for £4, but they make for quite a nice candle plate as well. So £4 in the clearance I think is really good. I'm going to get one, but I just don't know whether to get both of them or not. I might get both, because then if I do a tablescape with 2 candles down the table, I've got both then to use, haven't I? Yeah, sold. Oh, is that the 3rd one? Yes. Do I get all 3? Oh, this is a problem. It's gone from like a really good bargain now at £4 to it adding up. But even still, yeah, I think I'm going to get them all. Because again, all down the table, if we had 3 things. 3, or should I just get 2? But then even as a little soap dish in a bathroom as well, I think I'm just going to stick with 2. I'll save one for you guys if you want to come up. In fact, I'll hide it back up there if you want to come back and find that. I was just looking at this lemon range that caught my eye for spring summer. It's just really pretty, even again for different uses. That could be a little vase even, but it's also next to this range from DKNY, which is lovely if you like a kind of textured neutral. That's $5.99 for the soap dish, and toothbrush holder is $6.99. But again, you could use that as like a little vase on a table and then use that for anything, not just a soap dish. And how much is the hand soap? Is $9.99. I was after a new bath mat for Tom's bathroom. He needs a bigger one and a darker colour, but I don't know if I love any of these, so I'm going to leave it. But they've got some really nice cream toned ones. I really like that one at $8.99. But then also this one, it is a set of 2, but it's got quite pretty detailing to it. I don't even know where we'd put this, but I really like this for in the garden somewhere. Or could we even have it on the top patio, maybe? I really like it. It's, how much is it? $1.99. They've got a few of these vases. This shape I think is so pretty. $12.99. And it also quite like this. It's like an old school, like sweetie jar type glass holder. $14.99.
I pull into your driveway, it's a Saturday night. You look like $1,000,000 wearing that dress I like. You're smiling, but there's something missing in your eyes. Girl, I can tell that you have something on your mind.
We're back. We are back home. And I have got a couple of things that I bought actually, but some of them are like plant pots. I went for those square white plant pots and I've got 4 of them to bring in. And I'm like, oh, do I just wait until it stops spitting? Because the rain, not ideal. Coffee is at the perfect temperature for a little nibble of my cookie, baked by Steph cookie. I have already had a nibble. I had a little nibble before I went out, like a mouse just eating the corners. But it's so yummy. It's the thick icing, isn't it? And sometimes all you need is just a little mouthful. Delish. Hi, Brownie. Do you want a biscuit? Speak. Hey, good job. You're so clever. Performing monkey over there. This is the plant pot that I bought. 4 of. This one's wrapped in cellophane. But yeah, they had a few different sizes and I just really liked them. Whoa. Really liked them, and where I'm thinking about putting them, I'll show you.
So if we go outside, out the back, where these doors don't have magnetic closures, they can swing in the wind. So especially in like the spring, summer months, I'm always like trying to find something to put in front of these. It's usually like a pair of shoes or whatever we've got to hand, or like these stools. So I'm going to have 4 of them to prop all 4 doors open, but obviously for all year round they can live out here. So we'll have 2 here side by side, and then we'll have 1 against that wall and 1 against the other wall where there's that plug. When this is open, I can just slightly move the plant pot just to prop that door open, and likewise on the others. $9.99. I thought that was so good.
And then just a couple of other bits in here that I also picked up. I like the idea of more silver photo frames. We've got a couple of wooden ones. I've got a couple of like that I'm looking at now, like brass coloured antique gold ones, but I quite like the mixed metal. We've got 1 or 2 from the White Company that we've been like given as gifts like at Christmas or occasions or whatever, and they're really lovely. They're like a really thin silver border, and I thought this would be a good little dupe option. They had loads though, loads of different. They had plain with borders. This one has a kind of very subtle beaded border, but otherwise it's very thin, the thin frame. And then obviously I quite like in a photo frame, I do quite like some kind of mount. So I'm thinking about doing a little DIY with some photo frames and doing a bit of a switch up on my shelf soon of artwork and prints and photos within the frames. I do one a bit like how I did this one here,
where I just found a fabric that I liked, like just a plain linen, and added some Polaroids, stuck them on.
Lastly, I got 2 of these silver trays, like a brushed silvery toned tray at like £4. This one's a bit big, but say if I had, actually it's not to be fair, like a pillar candle like this. They act as a nice little wine coaster as well.
See, they're only small, but just enough to have as little doorways. We'll get some nice pretty flowers and maybe do a little trip to the garden centre or something so that we can, oh, you're coming to investigate? So that we can make them look pretty. What flowers do we suggest in here? For now, I've just popped these trays here, and I've actually doubled them up, which I quite like the layered effect with the little candle on. It's probably a mismatch of heights there with that little lamp, but that'll do there for now anyway. And then I've popped that little frame up there, but again, I need to have a good switch up with all my frames and decide what I want in them and where they're gonna go. Sorry guys, I feel like I always show Barney, but I just can't help myself. You're just so cute. Dogs just have, like, you can see their soul. Dogs just are the best. Why are they the best? Love you. Look how excited this boy gets when I say I didn't even say it. Daddy's home. Who's the favourite parent? I think it's Daddy. Yeah. What have you got? Treasure?
Treasure.
But they work alright, and they're going to be good little door stoppers. 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th over in that corner. So yeah, any suggestions on what we can put in them, let me know. I can do a little garden centre trip maybe in my next vlog. And I feel like it's been a while. Should we get the oven on for chicken? But just in the meantime, have a little snack. I feel like a savoury snack. This is a go-to snack that I've been having. Very easy. So we get a couple of rice cakes. 1 or 2, I think I'm just gonna have 1. These are the M&S lightly salted ones. And then this is like the best invention ever, the fact that it's a drizzler, the drizzler peanut butter. It's pretty good for you as well, it's just 100% peanuts, roasted peanuts, yeah. So it's not got any loads of extras in. So that means dog friendly too. But yeah, I will just drizzle it over like that. That's my little afternoon snack. He is such a stalker. There's a pigeon over there, that's what he's looking at. Look at his head down. Oh, he's up. Barney. Not on my watch, he says. This is my garden and my sticks. Just sit and enjoy this peace and quiet up here. It's always so peaceful in our bedroom. I absolutely love it. I feel like of all the rooms in our house, the most tranquil room is this one. And I do quite like the black room as well. That's always very peaceful and cozy, which is directly below here. It's probably to do with the fact that these rooms get a lot of sun and a lot of light. But I think it's also the warmer shade on the walls, the warmer paint, which is, if you are interested, it's Lick Beige 01. I feel like a little makeup longevity update as well. I have redone my lips, but apart from that, everything else has held up pretty well. I think it's the Estee Lauder foundation. I do feel like, unlike my day-to-day BB cream that I love from Clarins, it feels like I've got makeup on. Do you know what I mean by that? And whereas I'm quite especially if my skin's looking good and I don't feel like I need the coverage, then lighter for more everyday is my preference, whereas this feels quite heavy coverage. But again, for occasions and events and things like that, then I would definitely reach for this foundation. And I would definitely use a concealer with my BB cream already anyway, which adds obviously that bit of extra coverage. So yeah, overall, very happy. Really happy with the cheap products, the blush that I've used from, what were they called? The little circular Max Factor ones. Really happy with them. And the mascara, but I knew I liked the mascara because I have tried the mascara before. But yes, just coming on here to conclude today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed spending the day with me. Of course, as always, thumbs up. It would be massively appreciated if you could do that, and also subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Also, just a friendly reminder that Epitome have very kindly given me a discount code for you guys to use, so I will leave that linked in the description box below. Personal recommendation would be to get the subscription plan, because I really feel like you've got to give it its all when you're trying out a new supplement. Get it for at least 3 months anyway. So to be able to do that, you're not locked into any agreements or anything, and it works out slightly better value for money with my discount code on top as well. So that would be my personal recommendation. I will leave a link to them in the description box below, along with that discount code. Thanks to them for very kindly sponsoring today's video, and thanks of course to you guys for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I hope to see you all very soon in my next video. Bye guys.